Hey, America. So when my kids do something dumb, um, dumb's the wrong word. When they do things that require correction, not necessarily a dumb thing, but they just do something that I think, yeah, we need to fix that. Sometimes it's really challenging to deal with the big stuff in the big moments when they do things that there's high drama, there's high tension. But we are who we are, kind of most all the time. And the things that require work that a kid might be working on in terms of the way that they treat others or the way that they approach the world will reveal themselves in the small moments as well, things that have less consequence and less drama. And what I've learned as a parent is sometimes it's better to hit those small moments than to try and address an issue in the larger ones. Because if it's something small, then we're not emotions aren't amped up, the stakes aren't so high, the consequences aren't so high, and there's an opportunity to say, let's look at this. Let's really, in this small moment, let's look at this and let's just unpack this for a second and see if we can understand what's going on here, so that maybe in the future we can go a different way. And something happened on my phone just a second ago, and I'm going to show you, that made me think of that. And it made me wish that Ted Cruz was my kid. Because this is one of those moments when I would set little Teddy down and we would have a conversation about the quality of character of his Twitter posts. So I follow a whole bunch of politicians, Republicans, Democrats, all. When I first set up my Twitter account, it was set up for sort of political commentary purposes. I don't use it very much, frankly. I'm more of a stalker on the platform than I am an actual user. But nevertheless, I do follow many politicians. And so I can see as they post things, the quality of what they post. And I can see whether they post really anything at all and who posts quite a bit. Ted posts a lot, like several times a day, sometimes several times in the morning. Almost nothing he posts is productive. But this one was a small thing, but it really caught my attention, and I wanted to call it to your attention. And the reason I'm bringing it to Common Ground, or to Hey America, whatever we're calling this. I think I'm calling it Hey America. I think I like that name. These little one-off things where it's just me. The reason I'm bringing it here, anyways, regardless of the name, is I have received a fair bit of noise from people who watch these little clips or watch Common Ground, that were their surprise that I don't like Ted Cruz. I have a very, very close friend of mine in New England, actually, who is a great fan of Ted Cruz. He met him personally, and he really likes the guy. And I struggle. I just really struggle with that dude, for just a host of reasons. And so this little thing popped up, and it was just a really good opportunity to say, okay, yeah, this is one of those things. This is illustrative of my problem with Ted Cruz. And those of you who are Republican, who listen to what he says, I would hope this should strike a chord with you. So here's the thing. I don't know how to do the screen share deal, so I'm going to just see if I can put it up on my screen. So it was this post that, it's awful. I'll read it to you. It's about John Kerry. He puts, report, John Kerry flies private plane to Obama's birthday party. Their rules are only for the little people. Okay, so that's a clear assertion there that John Kerry was invited to Obama's birthday party and he took a private jet there, presumably on the government's dime. Otherwise, why would he complain, right? Because if he was paying for it himself, who cares? If you took a flying carpet there, what difference does it make if he paid it for it himself? So that's the assumption that Ted Cruz is putting out into the universe for Twitter people to see and react to. And he includes a link to the actual Washington Examiner article, which is quite short, and I will read it to you. So you click the link and it takes you to this, a little, again, terrible, you can't read it, never mind. It's a Washington Examiner article. I encourage you to just look up his tweet and just click it for yourself. I'll read it to you because it's short. The title is State Department Denies Climate Envoy John Kerry Flew Private Jet to Obama's Birthday Party. The article states, the State Department denied reports that Presidential Envoy for Climate John Kerry traveled via private plane to attend the 60th birthday party of former President Barack Obama. Although reports claimed Kerry flew privately to Obama's Saturday evening soiree, which was scaled back amid concerns over the Delta variant, a State Department representative told the Washington Examiner that he lives there, traveled by ferry, and did not go to the party. The quote is, Secretary Kerry lives on Martha's Vineyard. He did not travel there for a party. He took a ferry to Martha's Vineyard. He did not fly commercial or private, a State Department spokesman said. And the article finishes with, Kerry's use of private air travel often evokes criticism for those on the right who say this mode of transport exposes Kerry's hypocrisy as he pushes for policy initiatives claimed at combating climate change. Okay, so the dude lives on Martha's Vineyard. That's where the party was. He took the boat home. He didn't even go to the party. Ted Cruz knows this. He knows the truth of the circumstance. But here's the thing. This is the character quality issue I'm having with him. He doesn't think you will read that. He doesn't think you'll click on the link and follow up and say, oh, well, the thing he posted is entirely garbage. It's just meant to stir up emotions against John Kerry and those evil money-wasting Democrats. It is a false report, and it not only is a lie, well, it's not a lie directly, but it's a falsehood, certainly. But it is telling you, Republicans, it is telling you that he thinks you're that dumb. He thinks that you will not click on that link and go look for yourself to see what it says. Does this not bother you? This is what bothers me about him. It's not just that he lies. It's not just that when he posts things, he's trying to stir up a bunch of emotions and drama just to gain his own popularity. It's that he's doing so in such a blatant way that says, I think the people who read this are stupid. And whether you're Republican or Democrat, I just think that should bother you.